2007 through 2024 Silverados with the 5.3 or 6.2. V8 engines are failing, with lifter collapse, cam destruction, and repairs past $8,000. That ticking you dismiss? Early warning. Mechanics know which Silverado engines they trust, zero major engine out repairs, not zero maintenance, across 300,000 miles. It traces to one system, cylinder deactivation. 4 engines spanning 3 decades were built without it. The last one is what mechanics quietly buy for themselves. This structural split divides the used truck market. Buyers who once sought late model styling now scan listings for older, simpler powertrains. The reason comes down to a ticking sound under the hood. When active fuel management or dynamic fuel management lifters fail, the repair bill ranges from a $1,200 partial fix to over $8,000 if a scarred camshaft forces a total rebuild. This risk has created 2 very different ownership realities. Take a buyer who spends $3,200 on a 2005 Silverado with a 5.3-liter LM7 engine at 220,000 miles. They face typical wear and tear maintenance, but no major engine out failures. Meanwhile, a buyer who spends $18,000 on a newer active fuel management equipped V8 or a recalled 6.2-liter L87 can watch their investment turn into a multi-thousand-dollar mechanical nightmare within 12 months. This divide has nothing to do with trim packages or high-end styling. It comes down to one mechanical design choice: cylinder deactivation. Avoiding this system is the ultimate used truck filter. The 5.3-liter LM7 Vortec V8, produced from 1999 to 2006 for the GMT 800 platform, stands as the definitive benchmark for modern small block reliability. It is the engine that built the truck's legendary reputation, one that newer generations have spent years eroding. The secret to its longevity lies entirely in its engineering simplicity. This is a cast iron block, pushrod activated engine built long before General Motors introduced active fuel management or variable valve timing. There are no collapsible lifters to stick, no complex oil pressure control valves in the valley plate to fail, and no software algorithms constantly switching cylinder banks on and off. The valvetrain remains under constant, uniform tension. Because of this straightforward mechanical architecture, fleet operators and private owners regularly report these engines running past 250,000 and even 300,000 mile marks without ever opening the engine block. Owning an LM7 does not mean zero maintenance. At this age, buyers must expect routine wear and tear issues, such as brittle intake manifold gaskets, failing water pumps, or oil pressure sensors. However, these are external, easily accessible components that cost hundreds of dollars to fix, not thousands. For a budget-conscious shopper scouring listings for a daily driver or a cheap work truck, a pre-2007 Silverado with an LM7 represents the safest entry point. It offers a proven iron block foundation that keeps running on standard preventative care, completely bypassing the catastrophic internal failures that make buying a newer truck such a massive financial gamble. For buyers who pull heavy trailers day in and day out, the half-ton V8 is not enough. This is where the 6.0-liter Vortec LQ4 and LY6 step in. Serving as the heavy-duty big brothers to the 5.3, these iron block power plants drove GM's 2500 and 3500 heavy-duty trucks, along with commercial cargo vans from 2007 to 2013. Fleet operators, municipal buyers, and utility contractors do not care about high-end styling or marketing hype. They care about uptime and cost per mile. The 6.0-liter engines deliver this by retaining the same simple pushrod architecture, but with significantly beefier internal components. GM built these blocks with durable cast iron, featuring forged steel crankshafts, high-strength connecting rods, and heavy-duty pistons engineered to survive continuous thermal stress under heavy load. The key engineering advantage is what GM left out of the heavy-duty line. These gasoline workhorses completely bypassed active fuel management, operating as straight-through V8s with solid hydraulic lifters. Because there are no collapsible lifters to stick or fail, these engines completely avoid the sudden multi-thousand-dollar valve train failures seen in modern half-tons. They trade a small amount of fuel efficiency for a highly predictable service life under maximum load, making them the default choice when a truck must earn its keep. General Motors attempted to escape this reputation in 2019 by rebranding active fuel management as dynamic fuel management. While this system used advanced software to coordinate 17 different cylinder firing patterns, the hardware remained unchanged. The collapsible lifters still failed. Because of this, mechanics frequently perform mechanical deletes, swapping the entire valvetrain for traditional solid lifters and a conventional camshaft. This persistent failure rate has changed used market dynamics. Sellers now list these newer V8 trucks at 10 to 20% discounts, with some dealers offering upfront price cuts to offset the risk of future teardowns. This hardware uncertainty is not isolated to cylinder deactivation. The federal recall of nearly 600,000 newer L87 engines for defective crankshaft journals proves that modern General Motors engineering still carries major financial risks. For buyers pulling heavy trailers who want to bypass both gasoline lifter failures and modern diesel emissions nightmares, the search leads to a very specific 2-year window. The 2006 and 2007 heavy-duty Silverados came equipped with the 6.6-liter Duramax LBZ. This engine represents the sweet spot in diesel truck history. It was the last Duramax built before the introduction of diesel particulate filters and diesel exhaust fluid systems, which added massive software complexity and expensive exhaust after-treatment repairs to later generations. Generating 380 horsepower and 660 pound-feet of torque, the LBZ is famously paired with the Allison 1000 6-speed automatic transmission. This combination creates an incredibly durable, gear-driven powertrain. Fleet records show these trucks routinely cross the 350,000-mile mark on original internals, requiring only basic fuel injector and pump maintenance. For serious towing, the LBZ functions as a mechanical escape hatch from modern complication. The final pick takes a step back in time, landing on an engine that represents the peak of classic small block simplicity. This is the 5.7-liter Vortec L31, found in the highly sought-after 1996 to 1999 old body style or OBS trucks. By replacing the archaic throttle body setup with sequential fuel injection, General Motors transformed a legacy design into a highly reliable, daily drivable package. It produces a modest 255 horsepower, but its cast iron overhead valve architecture means there are virtually no complex electronic systems to fail. For the budget shopper who values low drama over status, this is the ultimate path. This is the truck mechanics quietly buy for themselves as a personal workhorse. It bypasses the entire modern era of variable valve timing, cylinder deactivation, and complex transmission sensors. For these owners, the L31 represents a time when truck maintenance required only a basic set of tools, replacement parts were cheap, and the engine was engineered to outlast the frame it was bolted to. To execute this buying strategy, match the right engine code to your specific needs. Target the LM7 for a budget daily driver, or step up to the LQ4 or LY6 if you need a gasoline-powered fleet workhorse. For heavy long-haul towing, prioritize the diesel LBZ, while the L31 remains the choice for ultimate mechanical simplicity. Before making an offer, look at the glove box RPO codes or run the VIN to verify the exact engine. Ask the seller for service records and use the test drive to listen closely for any cold start valvetrain noise. Today, a truck's value isn't measured by digital screens, but by mechanical simplicity. As modern V8s face costly failures, these 4 legacy engines remain the ultimate high-mileage hedge. Choosing durability is the only real upgrade. Which would you drive? Let us know in the comments.